I have to show you this, you guys. It's right up my step to greet people that come up to my door. Isn't that beautiful? Zinnias, I think, are my favorite flower. Maybe sunflower, but zinnias are a close second. And our blackberries are getting ripe. We come out all the time and tug one off. Yum. In my garden, you guys, my survival greens are doing great. Now, when I say survival greens, I mean, like, if the economy turned bad, we went through a Great Depression and we had to eat beans and rice, we would have our nutrition with these greens. And then I enjoy them. I eat a salad every day with these summer greens, and I might put chicken on top of it. I might crack an egg on top, fry an egg to go on top of it and put some dressing on it. I think it's really good. Each thing by itself is not that good, but together you've got lots of textures and crunches, and it's really good. So my survival greens are doing great. My longevity spinach is really growing. Now remember, you get this from Baker Creek Heirloom Seed as a plant. They send you 3 plants because it's hard to germinate. And then you can root it. I'm rooting some in my aquaponics system to give to friends and put other places in my garden. I have this big pot of it too, and you do have to take it, it's like a tropical plant, so you do have to take it in and overwinter it somehow. Keep it alive for winter, and then back out it goes, and it's great food. So yummy. Has a really good flavor. And my Egyptian spinach is slowly but surely getting bigger, and it will be a huge bush of food pretty soon. And my purslane is doing great. Look at all that food. I come out and harvest every day for my lunch. And I can also saute sweet potato greens for a punch of nutrition and green. But you guys, my moringa seed did not come up this season, so in the garden, when I planted it in the garden, so I'm going to plant it in some pots and see if I can get it to come up. And then there are two survival greens I would like to try this year for the first time, and that is this water leaf boko spinach. And also, I'm going to try to put one of these in my aquaponics system so I can have it growing. Supposed to do really well in the warm season and taste really good. So, it's beautiful. We'll see. And then amaranth. One of my viewers recommended this to me, says it tastes really good. And again, it's a bush of food. I don't know if it'll grow in our Texas heat. We will find out. All right. And then I'm going to do these bush scallop squashes by seed too. Just get my little plants because I'm still preparing my bed from my fall stuff. It's not quite ready. And then I forgot cucumbers, you guys, and I like pickles, so I'm going to do some cucumbers so I can stick it in somewhere. And a few basil, because I love basil with homegrown tomatoes. All right, let's get planting. People are always asking me, can I grow salad in the summer in Dallas, Texas? And I say, no, I have not had good luck with that. But why would you want to? You have so many other summer green choices that are so delicious and so good for you. Just think outside the box. Forget the normal salad we think of. Go rogue. These seeds are tiny. All right, you guys, my pump broke in my aquaponics system last night, and it was so frustrating. I didn't film it because, well, one thing, it was dark. I took it apart to clean it, and it did work, and then it didn't work, and it was so frustrating. I kept taking it apart and trying to get it to work, but in the end, I decided to buy a new one. I ordered one, got it today, and I hope it is the same. I hope it works with this fitting right here. I think it will. I hope so. So, oh, let me show you a shot of my aquaponics system, just if you're new. All right, here is my little aquaponics system. The fish are down there, and it pumps the water up and through the system, and then sump pump goes down, lets the water out when it's working, when the pump is working. So everything is doing really well. The only thing I would say is this is about the size for a beautiful herb garden right next to my door. I've got it right next to my front door. So really not great for like big things. I've got some peppers here. We've got a big tomato plant, and we're getting some tomatoes, so you know, it's okay. Got a cherry tomato plant trailing out here. I think the peppers are going to be a little big. I need to take out this Swiss chard, but I'm still getting a little from it. Got some longevity spinach back there, and I even planted a melon that I'm going to let trail over this. That I'm going to let trail over the side into these bushes. So hopefully that'll make me a wonderful melon. We'll see. So I'm really liking it so far. The only thing is I cannot keep the fish alive, you guys. I have blue tilapia in there, so I could eat them if they got big enough. Now, I think the potential for them to get big enough in this tank is pretty slim to get big enough to be a good meal. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I think I have one fish left, you guys. I am not gonna worry about keeping the fish alive. I met someone the other day, a close neighbor, who turned his swimming pool into a pond with rocks and waterfall and everything. So I'm gonna take you guys to see it because it sounds very impressive. He showed me a picture, and it looked gorgeous. And that would be a fun thing to see, that somebody did that. Anyway, he says he's got tons of fish breeding in his ponds, tons of mosquito fish, tons of minnows, and just buckets of them. So I'm just gonna get the fish from him, free fish, and put them in here, not worry about raising fish that are delicate that I can eat. But all I need is the fish for the fertilizer to go up and fertilize the plants. So, at least in this size system, that is my plan. So I'll take you guys along when I go and get my fish from him. Hopefully he'll let me videotape a little bit of his beautiful pond. All right, let's get this pump installed and get this working again. So let's see if this fitting fits on there. It fits, you guys, yes. So this just slips on, slips down there. I'll show you. But one thing about this, that my son gave me the system. He had it on his apartment balcony. Such a great design. I love it. I'm so proud of him. But he forgot to put he forgot to include the little filter that goes inside this. There's a little mesh filter, and I think that's one problem I was having. I think that might have been why it broke. It kept getting sticks and lots of leaves inside the pump, and I kept having to clean it out, and it was a little while before it started not working, and it was a little while before I cleaned it out. So that might have been the demise of the old pump. So hopefully with this filter in here, it will work much better. All right, let's get this set up. So I just lead this through here. So I can plug it in. And this just goes down on the tube. Okay, let's see if we can get this working. Let me turn it on. And And we have water flow. Yes. So this part will fill up. And when it gets to the right level, this sump pump will go down and it will flow down, back down in here. It's pretty exciting. My son is designing a big system for me that we're gonna put in my garden, in my front yard garden. So that's really exciting because like I said, I wanna keep this one for herb garden. Put all my herbs in here so I can just step out the door and harvest good herbs. I do have a few. Stevia. That's all I have in there herb-wise right now. But so that will be really fun to have a big system that I can really grow some food in and shut down my garden during the summer drought months in Texas and grow my food in my aquaponics system. So I'm so lucky to have a son, so blessed to have a son that is designing one for me. And there it goes. So when it dumps everything from the top, I'm going to watch the water level. Okay, so it could probably use the bucket. Having one part of having an aquaponics system is always watching when it evaporates and filling with fresh water that's been treated for chlorine and everything. So that is part of a regular part of having an aquaponics system, but that's no big deal. Okay. Good to have it working again. Can't wait for fish. Hey you guys, now me and Andy are at my house working that sweet little hive back there. Those are my birthday bees. They appeared on my birthday. So they're special to my heart, and they definitely, I think, need another box on top. I think they're running out of room. I wanted to move them over to the chicken yard, but I'm just gonna put another box on, leave them here until winter, and move them then, because they're all kind of bearding on the outside, if you can see. Some of them are on the outside there, and I could not get them to go in to shut it up, to move them. So that's okay. I'm just gonna wait till it's cold and they'll be in then. Okay. Get inside and drink. Yeah, they don't look very happy. They sure don't. They don't sound happy or nice. Oh, that made him even angrier.
I feel like when I helped you with this hive,
it was intense.
It was super intense to me.
Yeah. Sorry, I hope that's not blowing in here.
Okay.
Did you get that corner already? Yeah,
I did.
It's loose. Okay. Mark.
Oh my word.
Set. Ready? Go. Oh.
Boy, they sure are.
Aww.
That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I find it fascinating that they are not. Like, oh, so stuck to the frame.
Oh, it rolled over on them.
Yeah, that's. Sorry, girls. All right, girls.
We'll just maybe ease it on. Yeah, that's the best we can do. Sorry, girls.
That side looks good. Should give you more room, girl.
All right, well, they were definitely out of room, so good to get that box on. They're kind of a little intense sounding, the way they buzz, and yeah, they're a little bit intense. But my friend had to leave, and I'm just gonna take a peek in my top bar hive. Okay, I'm gonna take a peek in my beautiful top bar that my brother-in-law built me. And these bees have seemed very chill and calm lately, so I don't even know what I'm gonna find. We'll see. Uh-oh. First thing I see is some ants. And some rot on the top. Tried to make it watertight. Sorry, I tried to make it watertight, but obviously that did not happen. Lots of ants. The only thing I know how to do about that is to put the legs in containers of oil, just like I did with my rabbit hutches. So that might have to happen. Okay. And I'm out of smoke again. Trouble with the smoker today for sure. So you can see there where they're cross-combing. See, they're going across this way instead of straight down. So that is the difficulty with top bar hives. When you get into them, you tear their comb. But they have been building a lot. They were just at this very end last time. Just at this very 4 bars last time I checked. So they've really built out a lot. They're all the way almost to the middle, so that's good. This is all cross combs and lots of honey. So it makes it hard as a beekeeper to inspect them and make sure they have some brood and see how they're doing because they're all cross-combed so badly. So that is the big disadvantage to top bars. I'm just trying to peek and see if I see anything but honey. They're starting to come out at me. Okay, I'm going to close that because I don't want to mess them up too badly. Alright. Okay. And I'm just going to check and see if they've built in this area at all. No, they haven't. So it looks like they're doing great, building right along. They're cross-combed so much that I can't really get out comb to see whether they have brood or not. So I am not going to mess them up too badly. Because this hive is designed for me to put the honey box. Oh. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get all these back in here. Maybe this is why they're cross-combed. If just one is tilted, then they start building and they... yeah, I think I got it in. This hive is designed to put the honey boxes on top here, and I've got special slats where they can come through, put the queen excluders on, and let them fill the honey boxes on top. So, but first they have to build this whole area out. This is a special hybrid top bar hive. There you can put some shallow laying boxes on top to fill with honey. So, but obviously we've got a few problems. The top is not watertight, and there are ants in the hive. So those are things I'm gonna have to address if I want this hive to thrive. All right, but I'm glad I got a good look at them. I'm glad they're doing well. there are a lot of bees, there's lots of honey, so that's a good sign. All right, getting darker out here, so I'm gonna go in. I am done. We use the groove boards, if you can see. It's a little groove that it fits into for the roof, and perhaps that was not the way to go. Perhaps that's not a great building material for this, because I've really had a hard time keeping it watertight. So that's okay. You build and you learn. You live and you learn. All right. Always fun getting into the bees. I should tell you that the history of this sweet little hive, well, it has a long history of different groups of bees being in it, but it hasn't done very well. I haven't been able to get a hive really take off in it. But these bees that are in it now were a little swarm from my birthday bees. They swarmed, clumped up in a tree, and I climbed up and got them and hived them up in here. So that's where they come from. Yep, so so technically they're also birthday bees, which is so super special. When I woke up on my birthday in the summer, my birthday's in the middle of the summer, July 30th, so it's not swarming time for bees then. But I woke up and my father said, I heard that sweet whisper of my father say, go check your beehive. And I was like, no. And then I walked out, I trudged out, and all my bees, I didn't have any bees on the property because this hive had died out, and I had a little nuke box on the table where the hive is now. And I walked out and I said, it's silly but I believe, it's silly but I believe. And I looked and there were bees coming and going in that little nuke box. So that was super exciting and a blessing from my father. So yeah, all my birthday bees doing well. All right, girls, are you ready to get back in with your man? So this red was his favorite, Rocket's favorite girl. So she has recovered. Hi, Red. And this one's just a friend to keep her company. All right, well, to get back in the flock, you have to have a saddle. Let's do this. So I got these saddles, you guys, to protect the girls. I got 5 for his favorite hens. So most of them, I need to take the girls off of the perching bar at night. And just, that's what they said, the recommendation. Just slip these over the wings, like that's gonna be easy. But this one is in this cage, so we can just nab her and we can give this a try during the daytime. And then the others all come in at night. Okay, so look at these pretty. I will link up to the Etsy channel that I got these from. My sewing machine wasn't working. I was gonna try it, but it wasn't working. So I got it repaired though. So I can make some more. But anyway, they're beautiful, love them. Does occur to me that it might be a little hot. This is kind of a thick fabric on the back. So I'm not sure about that, but hopefully he'll stop being, I think maybe him being so aggressive with the girls is just a springtime thing. Maybe. It's the season. What do you guys think? Okay, so I think this, I don't know, on the red, so she's like this color, so I think the purple might look nice. What do you think? Okay, we're going for it. Let's do this. How are you? Let's see how you peeled. Oh, all the feathers are back.
Oh, she's all better?
All the feathers are back, yeah.
Oh, good.
There's the place where she really had a bad injury. If you guys didn't see the previous video, she was really badly injured. Okay, this still hasn't gotten feathers back, but it's all better.
It's not an open sore anymore.
Right, right.
Because that was nasty.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay, all better. Okay, let's get this on you. I have friends helping. So much fun to have homestead friends. They can help you put saddles on your chickens. Let me turn around.
That's probably better. That'd be really awkward for both
This
of us.
would be hard to do with just one person.
Kind of need about 5 hands. She's not fussing about it too much. Is she an older hen?
No, she's not. No, she's a new one.
She's just got a nice temperament. Is she a Rhode Island Red?
Yeah, she is
She's
a Rhode
handsome
Island
girl.
Red. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Very handsome girl.
Right?
Right.
Okay, and hopefully it'll go down long enough. Kind of tried to select one on Etsy that would go down long enough to cover that vulnerable spot that got injured before, so okay.
She's such a good girl.
She is.
Such a good girl, yeah.
She is.
Such a handsome girl, too.
And hopefully this is just a springtime thing, like I said, and we can take them off when it gets hot. 'Cause I can't imagine they need another thing on. Okay, ready to go back in the flock? You have to, unfortunately, you have to do the pecking order again. She was pretty high on the pecking order, so. Okay, Rocket, here's your girl. It does look so funny. Yes, it is quite pretty on her. My family is making fun of me for dressing my chickens.
It's better than dressing their wounds.
Good point. Better than dressing their wounds.
In an apron or dress her with a wound. I'd take the dress over the wound.
Same.
I'd take that apron any day.
Okay, let's get your friend. Let's get your friend in here. Now this one does not need a saddle because this, I don't even think this one is, how do you say? She's not laying.
She's no longer sexually capable.
Active. Yeah, she's no longer. Yes,
Reproductively viable.
She's in her older years. So who knows how much longer she'll be in the flock? Probably till fall.
Antique chicken.
Yes, she is. She's beautiful. She's a special Sussex. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Very handsome girl.
And very sweet. All right, in you go. I think the other chickens might be afraid of her dress. Okay, they're totally scared of that thing.
They are afraid of the apron.
They're afraid of the apron. They're terrified of that skirt. That's hilarious. I mean, sad for her a little bit.
Wow.
She was high in the pecking order, so maybe she's getting busy reestablishing.
She's got the wherewithal to wear that kind of dress. You know? You got the stuff.
Own it, girl.
If you got the sauce to wear the dress, it's very handsome.
Even he's afraid of her. Well, she's not going to be his favorite anymore. Oh my goodness, they're afraid of her. Oh, okay. I better get the other saddles on the other girls so she'll have a saddled friend. Then they can all be terrifying and chase the others.
It'll be like Clicks in high school all over again. Chicken Clicks.
Oh my goodness, he's afraid of her. He's so afraid. That is so funny. Alright, you guys, we are sexing these bunnies today because we need to separate males and females and get the females in one cage and the males in another cage. So, let's do this. Okay, boy. I probably should get some gloves.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Those nails are sharp. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that looks the same as the other one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's a boy too then.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's the same as the first one.
So you're basically looking for a tube or a taco. Tube is a boy, taco is a girl. Okay, another boy. Okay, and I better go get some gloves.
This is just one litter.
Yeah, that was one litter. So we have 4 boys so far, you guys.
So, that one
Girl, that's an awfully unusual balance of genders.
Amazing here. So we have 5 boys, 2 girls. So one whole litter was boys. And then the other litter had 2 girls and 4 boys. So that's an amazing amount of boys. Wow. Crazy. I don't think that's ever happened. Let's talk rabbits for just a minute. So I used to have Champagne d'Argents, which is a heritage breed from France. And I still have 1 buck. Chewy there. Everyone is hot today. It's one of the first hot days. And then the rest of my rabbits are this Tamu breed, Texas A&M University breed. So I'm wanting to sell trios to people to get started with backyard rabbits. But because of my Champagne d'Argent I'm breeding with, they're not purebred Tamu rabbits. And so while that's fine, it actually, I researched it, and actually the TAMU program says, yes, go ahead and breed with a champagne. That is very good. That works out well for a meat rabbit, but let that be the end result, is for meat. Don't sell them to a buyer claiming that they're TAMU. So, because of that, I can't sell my rabbits to help others get started. So they're just strictly for meat right now, which is kind of a bummer because I do really enjoy helping people get started, and I do get more for my rabbits than they're worth when I just turn them into meat for our family. So, because TAMU, Texas A&M University rabbits, can sell for $40 to $60 each, whereas just a mixed rabbit can sell for 15 to 20, maybe 30. So you can see the difference there. So the reason I wanted to get into TAMUs, switch this breed from Champagne d'Argent to TAMUs, is because they do a lot better in our summer heat. And I was thinking I could prolong the breeding, prolong the production into the summer and then into the fall. So that's the main drawback to doing rabbits in the South, is that they cannot breed in the hot summer months. The buck goes sterile. So you just have really that production in the spring, and then if you can get them to breed in the fall after taking the whole summer off, then you have the fall time. So I was wanting to get into TAMU rabbits to see if I could make that production better, a better stretch of time of good production. So I heard that they can breed during the summer here in the South, TAMU rabbits, because they have bigger ears. They just take the heat a lot better. Rabbits cool off by their ears. The blood circulates through their ears and into the rest of their body. So anyway, so it's kind of a bummer. I cannot sell to help others right now. Just use them for meat. I have a friend up in Oklahoma that has a beautiful big TAMU rabbit, one of the best I've ever seen. And if I could breed one of my does or both of my does with him, then I could save back a buck from that pairing to put in my breeding program instead of my Champagne d'Argent. So hopefully I can go, maybe even this weekend, up there and breed my rabbits with that buck, and then get started with a more full-bred TAMU that I can sell to others to get started. I can sell breeding trios to others to get started with backyard rabbits. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. There's a little bit that has to happen on the homestead if I'm gonna go out of town though. Or we're all gonna go out of town. So we'll have to work on that in the next few days. Let's see how my girl is faring. She looks like she's doing good. Her apron looks a little folded up there. Or a little sideways. Oh well, I'll wait till she's on the nest tonight. But it looks like the other girls are getting more used to her. Look at that. They're like, they've accepted her back into the flock with apron and all. So that's good. When she's on the roost tonight, I'll straighten that up. Right. What do you think of you, apron girl, huh? You still afraid? Or you're hot, aren't you? I know, it's getting hot here in Texas. Buckle up, it gets hotter. Well, I'm so glad to get this pen empty just in time. I need to get it cleaned out tomorrow because it's getting crowded in here. And it is also getting warm enough where they're not gonna need heat. I've still got the heat lamp in there that they've been using last couple nights, but it's getting really warm. You wanna come out, don't you? Hi. Hi there. You're so pretty. You're so pretty and so bold. Hi. However, to get these babies moved in this big roomy pen, I need medicated feed. So I'm gonna go to the feed store and get some of that. The medication is for coccidiosis, and chicks can go really fast with coccidiosis, and I know that it. I know that I have it on my homestead, so I would just worry letting these chicks out of their pen. As long as they're in the brooder, I don't have to use medicated food. But out and about on my homestead, since I know that I kind of have a problem with coccidiosis, then I had better get medicated feed for them, and then I can put them in here and they'll have a lot more space, and yeah, they'll thrive.